Hi, everybody. Just doing a pop-up live. Had no plan to do it. Just decided to do it. And yeah, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I forgot my coffee. I'll be right back. So yeah, just being at this point, I'm just being grateful to have something happen last night that I decided you feel lighter. Oh, good, J Cat Lady. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, book and J Cat Lady. It's great seeing you gals. I just decided to do a pop-up live. And after last night, when we had the eclipse energy come in, soon after that, because it happened here in the West Coast, I want to say 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. So I was okay till about 12 o'clock, I guess. And I went on to some place. I think it wasn't Facebook. I think it was Blue Sky or one of those. Hi, Garnet. Hi. It's great to see you guys. So I went on there and I saw that NATO is recommending we get supplies. And so, not from fear, just from preparation. So I'm thinking, well, I think it would be really a good idea to get some supplies. What kind of supplies can I get that will keep? And what kind of supplies can I get that I can stretch? So I had already bought a lot of rice and beans, but I bought some more. I bought some barley, lots of spices, lots of canned goods, lots of canned fruit, I didn't go completely bonkers crazy because they're saying something like you need weeks full or whatever. And I don't have the storage for it, number one. And I don't want to be really anxious. So it's great to see you. Thanks for being here. You're tired, but you usually are lately. That's good. I'm glad you got to see it. Oh, trees were in the way. All right, Linda. Well, I didn't even look. I don't know why. Keith wasn't feeling well all day. And where the eclipse affected him was the final cutoff of his career, which means letting go of that part of his life, which he's let go of 2 years ago. But that was the completion. And I think he just made himself sick over it. He doesn't know that, but I think so. Yeah. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Paula. Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you. And being tired is really normal. It was beautiful. Oh, I bet it was. There are some people that got a big chance to see a lot more than I would have seen here because I'm in the trees. I would have had to leave. We were supposed to here in the Northwest have the possibility of the lights, the northern lights showing up. I don't know if anybody saw them. Oh, well, thank you, Garnet. He's working on it. I don't know. It's been a long time for him. Hi, Anartha. Nice to see you. And you're way too low on most things. You don't want to go out and spend the prices. I know. Hi, Mary. I get it. I totally get it. I bet Mary is going to start doing a lot of canning, aren't you, Mary? Or putting stuff in jars because she has a big garden. And that's a real smart thing to do. You're stocking up on cat food and a few basics. Yeah, I'm not bringing this up to stress out anybody because it's expensive. Keith went to, I don't know if it was just a bad day, but Keith went to get some gas the other day. We were down a half a tank, and I don't have a very big car. I have a Kia Soul, which maybe has, I don't know, 20 gallons, or I don't even know if that's right. He only filled up half a tank. And it was $45 for half a tank. That means it would have been $90 for a tank. Fortunately, we don't go out very often. He'll go out and get me my coffee sometimes, or if he has to go to the doctor, something like that. We don't go anywhere. Yeah. Hi, Vicky. Oh, well, hi, Tapioca Thievery. It's wonderful to see you both. Um, yeah, I know a lot of people aren't getting the notifications. Are you back in Missouri for any reason? Because if you are, you won't get them. If you're still in Vegas, you should be getting them. But this was a pop-up live, and I actually realized this month I didn't do a member show. And although this is for everybody, this show's for everybody, I want to apologize to the members and thank you for being here. And I'd be happy to do some readings later if you want, later in this show. And if you're a member, you would get first dibs. So I'll just put it there. Hello, Rox. How are things down in Yakima? But it's rained a lot. Oh, yes, you were, Mary. Yes, you were. How did the pumpkins? Did you get your pumpkins picked yesterday? I love pumpkins. Yeah. You're going back the end of September to Vegas? Okay. That's been happening to me with Marina's lives. Oh, really? Well, I can tell you, depending on what state you're beaming in from, you may. Hi, Gerald. Nice to see you. Oh, you're going back to Missouri. Okay. Um, and I know Gerald's had this issue as well. Is that um, sometimes the state blocks who can see. They don't promote our videos because they don't like what we talk about and stuff. I think so. And we even talked about with a group about getting a VPN, which makes it look like you're beaming in from another place. But I live out here in the West, and we don't have that issue with getting notices usually, although I think some people do. So, you know, but so Karen, can you send me Tapioca? Can you send me an email if you would like to be on my show with me to be for the future reads? Because I'm gearing up for September and October, and I'd love to have you. And Vicky, if you want to, anybody that has a channel that wants to do it, just reach out. Reach out. Good. Good. Okay. Oh, well, you're a sweetheart, Rox. You're going to can the pulp, Mary? Oh, that's going to be good. And of course, you know how good it is also for your dogs if they're not feeling well. I don't know if everybody knows this, but if your dogs aren't feeling well, give them canned pumpkin. The only problem is be prepared to, they do go to the bathroom a lot faster, just like they do when they have sweet potatoes. So, yeah. So I'm getting here that some of you have not noticed any shifts, and that's okay. Yeah. And it may be something that will shift for you later. And it may be that some of us, I haven't really noticed anything. I more noticed it with Keith, but uh, I was feeling last night like, well, the first eclipse started September 17th, I think it was, uh, 2024. It began this cycle and now it just ended the cycle. So whatever we've been working on or we've been having an obstruction in since that time, you can kind of look back on it. Oh, Jane, please don't give up. Don't give up. We love you. Honestly, Jane. Yeah, we need you. Yeah. You cried a lot yesterday, Barbara. That's a great release. Nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry that you did. You're in less pain today, Rox. You lost your best friend and your neighbor? Oh, I'm so sorry, Vicky. Wow. You used to have problems with notifications till you realized you needed to check all. Yeah, check all in the notifications box. Yeah. If you haven't done that, you will get the notifications, hopefully, unless there's another issue that comes up. Yeah, good. Barbara, I'm sorry. And I have a very dear friend that I've known for a very long time. And today I saw on Facebook that she had posted, and I felt so bad. She lives alone in Georgia. She has long-term COVID. She's not very old. She's probably in her late 50s, early 60s. She's all by herself. She can't go anywhere. She can't do anything. She finally got disability. And she posted that she aches all over. Her life is nowhere, although she has a very strong Catholic faith. And I just felt so very bad for her. And so if you're sending out prayers, Send them out to Laura in Georgia for me, would you? I told her, get somebody from the church to come by and visit you. Do something, because she needs a hug. Everybody needs a hug. What is my vibration of Gaia herself? Don't know. It'd be interesting to look at the Schumann resonance. We were talking about that yesterday or Wednesday with Deb Zackow, and how the vibration between around the earth and how that affects us. And it does affect us. It makes us tired. It makes us kind of wonky, and it creates some health issues. You feel better with a big release? Good girl. You did it. You did what you were supposed to do. Good, good, good. Dementia landlord drove to Connecticut a week and a half ago. Oh God, why would you? They drove? How can you drive in a car with somebody that you don't get along with? Do they love to be, do they love to torture each other? I'm sorry. That's really, yeah. So what are you thinking, Rox, about the vibration of Gaia? Demon hunters and that's K-pop. Well, K-pop's beautiful. Oh, good, Vicky. Everybody needs a good sleep. So I watched some of those pictures of what happened in Tibet on the China border with the big water inundation. And somebody said it was ready to go. There was nothing mysterious about it. Somebody else said that somebody shot a missile and started the mess there. Whatever it was, the amount of devastation that it created and loss of life that it created there was just abysmal. And they had no plan. They just, and I'm thinking, if you think about it karmically, did they come here to offer themselves up in this kind of energy? I don't know. I hate thinking that way, but sometimes I can't find any. It was a glacial collapse. And why is that? Because we're not taking care of the environment and everything's falling apart. They were saying the other day that up on the North Pole area, I won't say exactly right there, that the polar bears are all starving and everything is just a mess. And that somebody said the water was in the 90s. Yeah. Oh, sure it did. Yes, Vicky, I agree. Yeah, I do. I get it. I mean, we're seeing it over and over and over again. And today I heard in Washington, of course, you don't see it on the news. I saw it on Blue Sky. They were going to have a big protest about the national parks and what's going on in the national parks. Number one, of the horses, which we all have heard about. But like down in Big Bend National Park in Texas, they're getting ready to mine out some of the stuff there and make money on everything's all money. Yeah. Oh yes, Linda. I agree. It does. These things do affect the collective, don't you think? I mean, even when we're so far away, it doesn't really matter. We still feel it. You feel nervous and exposed, Anartha? Okay, more like you stepped on stage waiting for me. I like that. What's next? Right? What's next, Anartha? What's next? Here I am, everybody. Start the music. There you go. Let's look at it that way. I really, I don't like to inspire fear or chaos or any other thing when I come on here, but I also am very much not wanting to be, oh, everything's fine, because, we're not feeling that way. So it's a real balance between the two, don't you think? I think it is. So you feel the earth is going to show us just how much? Oh, absolutely, Mary. Well, it's done it before, hasn't it? Yeah. Mother Nature's pissed. I remember the butter ad. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Yeah. Sea lions are getting sick on the California coast, Barbara? Probably pollution too, right? Oh, I know. The horse thing is external, internal, so external. Yes. As within, so without, as above, so below. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, we have to be authentic to be believed. Yeah. Yes, Mary, I did see the Argentine beef was recalled. I had no idea it had already been sent earlier to Texas and Florida. They got it before he decided to, I think, get more of it. And I get it. Yeah, I get it, Karen. I get it. Yeah. Some indigenous people have boarded wild horses on their. Yes, I saw that wild lilac. Yeah. And again, yeah, China rejected it. So what do you think? Yeah. I'll tell you, I don't worry about it for me because I don't eat meat. And now I'm not eating chicken or fish or pig or. I'm just not. I'm getting my protein from beans, eggs, although right now I'm not eating eggs because that's supposed to be bad right now. There's an egg problem. Um, but I stopped eating beef back in 1990. So it doesn't affect me, but it affects a lot of people I love. And it's pretty scary. So yeah. Hi, Viviani. Hello. Um, who else snuck in here? She drove grandson his car to college, rented a car to come back. She moved away, but gets paid to take care of him. So let's be miserable for the rest of our life for a few bucks. I'm sorry. You get eggs from your neighbor's chickens. There you go, Jane. Everybody's saying buy local, buy local, buy from even the beef that you get. And because they're not getting, no one's buying it anyway. So why not go buy local? Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more. Let it stretch it out, stretch it out. Share spirit. How are you, my friend? Creating your own energy. I can't keep choosing energies that don't empower our creating. Thank you. Yes, Viviani. The only problem, my daughter does too. She's gone forever to the farmer's market. But you know, it does, at least here, I'm getting my necklace all screwed up here. It does shut down after like end of September, I think. So I'm going to have to buy some canned stuff. But yeah, go in with your neighbors, buy a side of beef. Yeah. Or pig or whatever. Yeah, absolutely, Jane. There are ways. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Cher. Thank you for asking. I'm really, I decided to do a pop-up live. I haven't done one in a dog's age. And it's really nice to be here. So thanks everybody for joining me. It was a surprise. So nobody knew it was planned. And I'm telling people that if especially those of you that are members, I forgot to have a members meeting this month, but I found out the other day that I'm on vacation this week. I only have one class instead of a whole bunch. So I've been being a real lazy bum. I really have. I've been reading, watching some crime shows. What a dumb thing to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just decided to keep in my arc clarity, sovereign truth, the boat that can't sink. Absolutely. Good girl. Good girl. I don't want to be fearful of going anywhere, but I went out to meet my kids on Sunday for brunch. We go out once a month if we can. And oh my God, just driving. Oh, and I was going all the back roads. I don't want to do it. And I've never been a homebody, never. So it's really weird for me. Hi, Charlie. Welcome to the group. Welcome here. It's good to see you too. Yeah. So, yeah, I was just checking in on everybody's energy and wondering if you felt any shifting from the eclipse energies coming full circle last night. And it doesn't mean something's wrong if you haven't, because perhaps it hasn't really just happened for you yet, or maybe it's very subtle. But hi, James. Nice to see you. But I feel like this whole last week of August. Number one, I can't believe that next week is September. Where did the summer go? I don't know about the rest of you, but I didn't go on vacation at all this summer. I didn't have a break. Hi, Jules. Nice to see you. Very nice to see everybody. It's great to have you all here. Yes. Hi, Verity. Nice to see you too. So yes, those of you who are members, I didn't have a members meeting. I spaced out on it. So if anybody wants a reading, I can do some readings today. And so, but if you don't, that's fine. We can just chat. I'll be on with Marina tonight. Tonight's our story in the cards at 6 o'clock Pacific. There's certainly a lot to talk about, but I don't know. I know I got some Canadians here. If I have some Canadians here, hi, Leah. So apparently Doug Ford is the Premier of Ontario. And I don't know him. But I guess he's not well liked by everybody, which politician might not be. But okay, Rox, we'll do that. All right. All right, so I gotta write Vicky and I gotta write Gaia. I can't star these because I'm on YouTube Live. Let's see, for Gaia. Anyway, Doug Ford told you know who to kiss his you know what, and whether or not he's my type of politician or not, that had me, because as you know, we now have the Lake of America. Somebody said that the Canadians said we're going to change it to Lake of Kiss My Ass. Sorry, I thought it was great. Hi, Denise McMullen. It's nice to see you too. And thank you for watching my show over on Evelyn's channel. Apparently nobody really enjoys it when I talk, because I don't know. I'm probably not going to do that anymore. Yeah. Anyway, the message was held for review. Oh yes, J Cat Lady. I'm not holding that for review. That's perfect. Oh my God. I know. America is a continent. I know, Cher. I totally know. It's got to the point where I don't check in very, just randomly it comes up. But when I see something that's so entirely over the top, basically effed up, all I can do is laugh. I can laugh and laugh and laugh. Yeah. Thanks, Verity. You got my New England accent. That's why. I got that there. Oh, good. I'm glad you've been listening to Goddard and Chauvel Shin. Oh, yes, they're wonderful. Oh, yes. Those of you who don't know about it, it's not Scientology. It's called Science of Mind. And these wonderful people wrote books back in the 30s, the 1930s, of course. Neville Goddard and Florence Chauvel Shin. And they talk about positivity. They talk about the way we can format our lives that way. I read them many years ago, and I still refer back to them. Ernest Holmes is another one. Charles Fillmore is another one. Old but important. And Edgar Cayce. All of those are fabulous. Just fabulous. Yeah. So, but there's a lot of people that don't like reading. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can't make people want to read, but let's see what this says. Let's do a little read for Gaia. Last night, I was doing a show with Linda De Gonzalez yesterday, and these cards came out, and I love them because they're the moonlit path. And what did we just have? We just had the moonlit path. Yeah, they're on YouTube. Some of them, yes, they are. Thank you. See, you guys, I'm showing you. Whoops, it's over here. up above there's my plaque. Isn't that great? It's wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, your book. Yes, I've got a lot of books too. And I just bought some more. I bought about 5 more books on time travel because that's my favorite thing. Emmett Fox. Yes. Yes, I love Emmett Fox. I also love the David Hawkins and all his books that he has. He's not, he was like from the early 2000s, but yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, now we got fires in Big Sur. Jeez, of course we do. Oh, man. Well, that's because we don't sweep the forests up with our rakes. Didn't you know? Because some people are so dim that they run the country. So right now, Mother Gaia is saying that they want more wisdom, guidance, and illumination. To look at this, and we're just talking about books. We're just talking about books. You could think of the Akashic Records, most of us do, as a library. We tend to think in our mind about it being a library, but really isn't. It's just a good way to do it. But books and learning. Answers arrive softly when your mind becomes a page. I love that. Answers arrive softly when your mind becomes a page. Okay. Oh my goodness, I had no idea, Cat Lady, that we're in the ground war now. Of course we are. The second card I pulled is called The Uncovered Truth. Revelation, honesty, and alignment. Truth rarely arrives loudly. It unfolds when you're ready to hold it. That might be why some of you right now don't know if a shift has happened. It comes very quietly. And so I'm going to suggest look for the synchronicities as the time goes on. Rewrite the script. I love it, Cher. Yeah. Yep. Yes, there are. There are a lot of different leaders that can help us. And rewriting the script is a good thing. It is. And that's another reason why I tend not to always watch politics shows anymore because I don't want to be in that energy. And there isn't anything different that's being said right now. That being said, everybody has their own ability to pick and choose what they want. So with me, it's only one show, and we usually just laugh. That's about it. Yeah. Oh my Lord. And yes, Midas touch and those, they're the ones who know and tell us things that we don't see at all anywhere else. Yeah. All right. Vicky. Ooh. Vicky, are you an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius? Yeah. I have Can We Talk? Confession. You're a Libra, that's right. Are one of the kids, or is your honey one of those things? Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius? Because that's a card I get. All right. Anyway, so you're going to be talking to somebody. You need to air some stuff out. And it says your son's an Aries. It says expect changes in autumn. I know you're going back home. Is there some kind of a conversation you need to have with him? It's very possible. I don't know. Let me pull one other card here for clarity. Oh yeah, you're right, Cher. I agree. It is inside, but and we let the outside affect us from our 3D side, which is what we've been born into and accustomed to. So we're not always living in this higher plane. It's not easy to live there with having to interact with everybody down here. Okay, so there's a shift in career, work, change, calling. Maybe you'd be going back to doing your shows, Vicky. I don't know. No, it's honey, there has to be a shift. That right. It might not be your own son, it might be Larry's kids, and something's got to be said. Something's got to be said. Yeah. It's about time. You can't, even when you're not there, you're not being respected. Enough said. Yeah. Enough said. Yeah. But it will be a good thing, I think. It will, I had to do that with my stepdaughter. She got very abusive and blamed me for everything that her dad didn't do. And it's too convoluted to go into, but at the same time, I've always been a person who wasn't a jerk about boundaries. I'd be a little bit more forgiving now. It's harder for me to do that because I've been burnt too many times. So, yeah. Oh, Paula, that's so nice. Thank you, my dear. It takes devotion to it. It does, Cher. You're absolutely right. Yep. Someone walking in to say something. Yeah, I think you'll feel better, Vicki. I really do. Once the air is cleared. And maybe that's what's going to happen. It's just that you're not there yet, so you haven't done it yet. Yeah. Good. Good for you. Don't need to put up with it anymore. It's not reasonable to have to do that. Yeah. We got to say no. We got to say no when things aren't going our way. And many of us who are older or grew up earlier, let me put it that way, we didn't get that clear message because we grew up in a different time. And now the message is very, very important for us to walk into and say, look, I'm kind of done with this. I'll see you later, So, yeah, we're too old, but we're also too wise for it, Vicki. All of us know better. When you know better, So, yeah. No, and Denise, thank you for asking. You know what? I was supposed to retire in 2024. Isn't that interesting? Because in September of 2024, when that eclipse came in, I was supposed to retire. And I got cold feet because of himself winning. And what if, because I was hearing that they were going to take away Social Security and all this other junk and Project 2025. And it isn't that I was letting fear inspire me, but I knew if I quit that I couldn't get back in because they wouldn't hire somebody older at that point. I just know they wouldn't, even if I had good things going. So I've had nothing but stop and go energy since then within my career. And it culminated in May when I was called to a meeting and they told me I had to change things up or bye-bye, which was very fascinating to me since I've been doing it for years the same way. So I've worked over and over this summer to, oh, wow, Sil, the TV started by itself. Poltergeist. No, good things. They wanted you here. That's what it is. Anyway, I finished up my revisions. I sent it in and I got an email back saying, yeah, this is a little bit better, but it took me 6 weeks to get the revisions done. So do you get the idea that maybe they just really want to get rid of me? And if they keep poking at me, I'll just say, never mind. That's what I got. So I'm going to be interested to see I needed a message. But I've been trying to live less because this summer I've had less stuff. I feel like I'm living like I did prior to having a career where everything is nickel and diamond, but everybody's dealing with that. Yeah. Yep. So, I already know that I should have left. But I'm going to make it as hard as possible for them. I'm okay. Hi, Grateful. Oh, it's lovely. Nice to see you. Look at all those emojis. Wow. Those are wonderful. It never happened before, huh, Sil? Wow. Mine came on last night, probably about midnight, and Keith was sleeping in the other room because he didn't feel good. And I don't remember. My remote is wonky with dogs because the dogs lay on them and then turn on and off, but they weren't in here either. So, yeah. So it made you hungry for strawberries. Well, good. Oh, I bet it is. Oh, I bet it is. Yeah. Hi, Summer. Nice to see you. A little cargo trailer is twice as much. Yeah. That's right, Linda Bishop. We're not old. We've just been here a long time. Yeah. Hi, Lois. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, very interesting. So last night, I'm reading a book by Joan Didion. I don't know if any of you know who she was. She was a journalist, and she wrote several books later in her life about losing her daughter and losing her husband and some other things. She's a very good journalist. Anyway, so let me tell you about how this convoluted thing happened. First of all, I decided I wanted to watch The Shards on Hulu, Shards. And it's set in 1980, I think it is, 1980. And who's in it is Homer Gare, who is Richard Gare's son. He's not as handsome as Richard, but Richard's kind of handsome in a different way. But who else is in it but Kaya Gerber? And she is Cindy Crawford's daughter. Now remember, Cindy Crawford was married to Richard Gere. They got divorced. They have children from other people, but their kids are now working together. And I know they call them Nepo babies, whatever they are. Anyway, it's kind of a crazy scenario where this guy is he's a journalist and this and that and that and this. So I'm watching that, and he's talking about Joan Didion and the Manson murders. And I've seen 3 or 4 different Manson things going on this week, just as much as the 9/11 stuff is coming back. So we're getting all that again because it's the 25th anniversary next month. So I'm watching the show, and he mentions this essay she wrote about the White Album is the name of it. And remember, the White Album was a Beatles album. And remember, Helter Skelter was the Manson song. And all, I mean, see how all these convoluted things are. So I'm reading it last night, and it says that the song Lay Lady Lay was playing. And then after that, Suzanne was playing. And I thought, I haven't heard that song in a long time. Suzanne takes you down to a place by the river. It's by Leonard Cohen, but it's sung by not Joni Mitchell. Anyway, the name of it is Suzanne, if you're interested. It's from 1967, 1968. So what I'm trying to say is that all these synchronicities have taken me down different rabbit holes. That's the one thing I like about being alive at this time, is that I can go down all these rabbit holes from the past, and I can find things that I've been looking for a long time that I forgot I knew or heard or whatever. So, yeah. No, it's not Joni Mitchell. Sorry. I'll look it up. It's going to bug me. You'll know who I mean. Suzanne Singer. No, that ain't her. (1967). Oh my goodness. They just don't want me to. Suzanne song. Sorry. Oh, Judy Collins. How could I forget Judy Collins? It's Judy Collins. All right. I know, it's wild. It is. Oh, he took out a whole New York Times page about the gay. I didn't know Verity, but yeah, people said he was gay. Okay. Yeah, because that's what they like to do. There's like, I think he'd be okay but in the show, of course, now you get straight people playing gay people, you get gay people playing straight people. It's like not supposed to really matter anymore. So, I don't ever think of Leonard Cohen that I don't think of. Really? Oh, aren't you nice? Oh, Lois, you've been finding things tucked away in boxes that things you used to do or know. Isn't it great? It's so much fun. And that's what you get when you do Swedish death clearing. You find all these really cool things you forgot you had, or it's like Christmas, or it's memories, or it's pictures, or it's books that you read, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. I know. I think we're all thinking of, well, last night I also heard the Blood, Sweat, and Tears guy, the lead singer, he died. He was 85. So we're not just doing that 3-person thing. I think it's the eclipse taking out people that are like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. It's hard to see the younger ones go, but that was part of why Cindy broke up with him, because she was not really impressed by his need to defend so loudly. I was living there at the time, working with a lot of gay people. Oh, you mean Richard did that? I thought his son did it. His son's name is Homer. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Richard got in a lot of trouble. I love Richard. He's like, he loves the Dalai Lama like I do. He's a Buddhist. He's very, very genuine to me. And I remember, speaking of 9/11, it was only like 2 days later, and he got up to speak at some 9/11 thing, and he was saying that we need to forgive and all that, and everyone booed him off the stage because it was too early, really. But oh, Neil Diamond has Parkinson's? I don't know, guys. I guess we all got to go out with something, huh? Oh, yeah. Mhm. I don't know. Kind of sad. I did hear, everybody. Yeah, Mary, you did too. I did hear there is a new pancreatic cancer shot that is taking care of a lot of pancreatic cancer. And it's one of the most painful cancers there is, I think. That's okay, Verity. That's okay. No problem. It's hard because you have to type, and yeah, no problem. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think what I saw with Dolly, and do you know that Tim Curry's people he died the same day Dolly did, and his people said, we're not going to say he's dead for a day or so because Dolly deserves what she is getting. How many people think that way? Nobody I know. And but Dolly's Dolly's death has really affected a lot of people. Mm-hmm. 84 seems to be the most prevalent age of passing. Yeah. So, 78 to 84. I agree. It can be. Yeah. There's something about getting over 75, though, getting over 75 and moving into that energy. I don't know. The longest member of my family that lived to an older age was my aunt, who died at 78. Everybody else was dead in their 60s and their early 70s. So, you think about that, you say, well, and then you say, no, I'm a different person than they are. It doesn't mean I'm better or not. It just means I have different stuff going on. So, Sir Tom Jones. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, she was, Vicky. She was an Earth Angel. Hello, magical mermaid. You're still sour. It took Manilow 40 years. I know. He was so squeaky clean. He was really worried. He was. I remember going to see him in 1978. It was my very first concert. My girlfriend had, her father ran this big venue in Connecticut, and Barry was there. And she said, don't buy any tickets. I'll give you a ticket to go see Barry. So I just had my daughter, and my husband and I were down there, and we got there and we met her dad, and he said, here's your tickets, front row center. I'm looking up at Barry, and I adore him. I love his voice. I love his music. I love his lyrics of his songs, like Weekend in New England, one of my favorites. And of course, it was the 70s. And so all those songs had just come out. But he was very worried. So he was telling people that he had a relationship with Linda. And I think that was his best friend, and his dog Bagel, who was a beagle, was his, she was the antithesis of, I'm sorry, I missed that one. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, there's one group of people against vaccines, and she gave all that money to Moderna. There's one group of people who are cursing at her, and they're the anti-vaxxers, and they're saying, I wonder how many people died because she did that. So it's on her and all that, just like they are doing with Dr. Fauci. So there's always somebody that isn't going to be a nice person. Oh, there you go, Verity. I agree. Just be really nice to pass in my sleep. Absolutely. Yes, Lois. Going through your things and getting rid of them, and also allowing more to be able to come in. That's the biggest thing. You've cleared this out, so it allows for more. And it doesn't have to be things. It can be opportunities. It can be, to prevent the family. And I did that in May, and it was the best thing I ever did. What they're suggesting, though, is that every day they want you to get rid of 5 things. And of course, I have trash that I get rid of, a lot of things, but maybe books you've read and you bring them to the senior center or whatever. I don't know. But oh, he does? Yeah, I saw that he had, Vicky, that Elvis had to not Elvis. Oh my God. Barry had to cancel some stuff. Your dad had depression era thinking. Oh, honey, my husband has depression era thinking. He was mortified, Barbara, that I took and got rid of all that stuff. Oh, you never know. I said, yeah, it was so moldy. It would have been nice and wet by the time you ever used it. I had to just say, I'm not going to go into that energy with you. Yeah. Yes, I did read that. The oldest lady right now is 117. Did you guys hear about, her name was French lady named Calmette, Lucy Calment, or Calmette, lived to 122. And I got to tell you, though, if you get a chance and you have Instagram, go to Granddaddy somebody. Can't think of his name. He's 111 and he dances all over his. I don't know if he's 111. I don't know. Harvey, Granddaddy Harvey. That's his name. Tell me what you think if you find him. Yes, it is a cute beagle name. Yes, Bagel the Beagle. Your cat is going crazy. The animals are feeling it, Sil. Mine have been barking and barking more than normal, and it's so irritating. There's something going on. Yeah. You uploaded the second installment of How to Live Fully in the US. You're doing a series of shorts. Good, Jane. We need to know that stuff. If anybody doesn't know or hasn't heard of Jane the Seeker Tarot, please go over and see these videos. She has other stuff too. She's done plenty of other stuff. She's fabulous. She was on my show with me a couple of weeks ago, and she's wonderful. Thank you, Jane. Oh, I know. So few died that, yeah. You can't, hi, Anya. You can't, yeah. Who's they? All right, let's see. I don't know. Did I say something about they and you don't know who I'm talking about? Let me know. Okay. Oh, you're a devotee of Karen Kingston, a space clutterer? Okay. Oh. Mary, you have a family in Kentucky that participated in the Imagination Library. They are now teachers. That's so good. that Dolly's Imagination Library, she gave millions of books away. I read somewhere that this little girl heard that Dolly Parton died, and her mother said, she said, Dolly Parton died? And her mother said, yes. How did you know Dolly Parton? She said, well, I don't know her, but she gave me lots of books. How sweet is that? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Good, Barbara. That's a great idea. You keep a box in your car too, Denise, to go through. Good. You know, you never know either. I saw some people that had a box in their car of things, even old blankets, towels, those types of things. And they would help some homeless people. They had gloves. They had, in the wintertime particularly, that they could give out if they needed to. So, yeah. They talking about how often to get rid of. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're right. Where did I see that? Maybe it was the information I got out of the Swedish death clearing stuff that said that it was wise to get rid of things, a certain amount of things, just to keep up with it so you're not stuck in that energy again. So, but I've always brought stuff to Goodwill. And I don't always, I mean, I had a dumpster here. I was throwing things away. But what I was throwing away either had mold, it had mouse urine and poop in it. It was destroyed. I even found old food somewhere from his office that was in there. It was disgusting. I have a big mice problem here and a big mold problem in my garage. So anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, makes sense. Your state governor stopped the program, Jane? Oh my God. Jane's in Indiana. Yeah, I get it. Oh, the little girl will remember Dolly Parton. Yeah, I know. Oh, good, Barbara. In the duck room at Blueberry Hill in St. Louis, he was thrilled he got to use the bathroom. Oh. Chuck Berry. Okay. Wow. I think he stopped the Dolly Parton program, Lois, that gave the books to the kids, the Imagination Library. Dolly was so good to Appalachia and Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia area where people, the literacy. But you're right, literacy dropped that fast. It would drop that fast. Yeah. No children in Indiana will benefit. I just don't understand why you would take away something free for the people and to educate the children, to make them happy, to bring them joy. I know that this is what the problem is. It's the values or lack of values that people have that don't align with us that make it so difficult. And we don't understand it, and they really can't explain it. It's as though they're tied into this mindset where having an education or being smart or reading or is somehow dangerous or something. And yeah, it's in Project 20. A lot of things, if you go there and you read it, yeah. Verity, your depression era grandma would say when I asked about things in the attic, it will be yours someday. It's spiritual warfare. You're absolutely right, Mary. It is spiritual warfare. Very definitely. Yeah. It's interesting you said that about your grandma. I can tell you this, if you are over the age of 60 and you have a bunch of stuff, your kids don't want that stuff. There might be one or two things they really want. Ask them what they want. Maybe the girls would like your rings or jewelry or something. My daughter said, I don't want any of your stuff. When she said it, it hurt me. And then I thought, well, she's she and I'm me. If she doesn't want it, I'm not going to save it for her. Why should I? It's silly. And my son doesn't want it either. I mean, I even every year would give them a Hallmark ornament for their Christmas tree. So when they got married or were on their own, they could have a starter kit. They don't use them. They don't want them. And I'm not the only mother that said that. It sounds like my kids are ungrateful. They're not, but they're their own people. So, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of the I'm sorry. I'm so sure the red states dropped a lot of that stuff. Yeah. I know, it's okay. Everybody's doing that. I'm saying it, and you guys are trying to type in real time, and it's a little bit difficult to do that sometimes. So thank you. Yeah, thanks everybody. I'm going to do a collective read for everybody before I sign off here to everybody. It was delightful to be here with you all today. Thank you for joining me. It was just a spur of the moment thing, and I just thought about how fun it would be, yeah, to be here. Dolly has a couple of cookbooks. Oh, her chicken dumplings are the best. Oh, Mary, that sounds good. That was the other thing I was doing last night. I was looking at some recipes for soups and stuff, things that can last, that you can use your groceries and make it last longer. And I love soups anyway. I've always been a soup and stew sort of thing. I love mushroom and barley soup. I love, what is it? Italian wedding soup or something like that with beans and fagioli. Yeah. You have a bunch of crap left over from people. That's exactly why you don't want it. It's just a bunch of crap. Yeah. Oh, cool, Sil. You'll have to try it. You'll have to try it. First card. I have these new cards, and they're called the Priestess Oracle. And it says Cosmic Balance, Quantum Birth, Galactic Mother. Look at that. How gorgeous. These people have several decks. I have another one called Trust, and I have another one coming called Soul. But I love the gold in here. And you can see that there are light codes, and there are light codes on the back of the cards too, called the Priestess Oracle. All right. I'm going to quickly see if it's Ishtar. Ishtar is the name of the card. Mm-hmm. Hecawat. Hecawat. High Council of Light. High Priestess. Oh my, where's the eyes? The eyes have it, not so declare it. Isis. I haven't even used these really. I know, grateful. And that's why I threw it away myself. Yep. Yes, there you go, Ness. There you go. Nice to see you. Yeah. We're just talking about, I asked them where it all shifted. Did it shift? And I agree. It may not shift this minute or last night. It may be later. You are called to merge with the Galactic Mother, the cosmic creatrix who births new worlds and realities from the very fabric of the universe. Well, that's a beautiful card because we are rebirthing here and we are bringing in new things. Ishtar's presence connects you to all star systems, the wisdom of the cosmos. You're awakening to the truth of your multidimensional powers as a co-creator. Ooh. And you are called to step in your role as an advisor and an activator of a higher reality. How beautiful is that? I love that. Yeah. So that's what we're being called to bring in. We're also being called to elevate, or we have elevated. We've been and to live in this higher frequency than we've, that's all the work we've been doing between 3 and 5D. So it says here, distance. The distance has closed in. We're looking at it from a higher perspective, a higher point of view. Yes, there will be people that will remain here, and that's their deal. You're not responsible for that. The next card I have is control. And of course, we have no control. Release the control. The guy in the background is looking at the guy in the water. And the guy in the water thinks he can control anything that can come to him, but he's soaking in what he needs in order to grow. So everybody, remember who you came here to be. Remember, that's all right, Anya. This was just a pop-up, so it's all right. Yeah, I think it is. I think we are being called to take back our power, and not just a little bit. I mean a lot, because we have that ability to do that. Thank you, Cher. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. It's been nice being with you all. Remember how powerful you truly are. Remember that you are not alone. Remember you are very loved. And there's nothing better than being loved, loving and being loved. So thank you all. Thank you all to all of you in the chat. I love you so much. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you. Bye now.